Here we go. Only me talking. Let's come to seated. We started in seated all week, and we're just going to do this today again. Wave a hand if you need anything. Otherwise, just coming into a comfortable seated position, kneeling, cross-legged, anything goes. Half lotus, full lotus, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Finding that beautiful Anjali Mudra, the heart mudra. Beautiful. And just starting to become aware of your breath. Notice the inhalation breath, become aware of your exhalation breath. Taking a moment to recognize that even though, or perhaps because we are at home in a comfortable environment, in our day-to-day environment, realizing and acknowledging that this is your sacred space where you're sitting now, whether that's on a mat or whatever you have underneath you. Keep noticing your breathing. Recognizing that our yoga practice is a gift to ourselves. It's a sacred practice. Perhaps thank yourself for making the effort to set up new technology, embrace the distractions, different environment you find yourself in, making the time to arrive on the mat for your practice. Perhaps you would like to set an intention for your practice or the weekend or the week ahead. Our intention for us as a group would be to find present moment awareness and to connect back to the heart, where there is an abundance of energy, of stillness, of softness, love and compassion. Let's chant an Om together. Let's exhale. Take an inhale. Om. Seeing if we can slowly come into Ujjayi breath. Releasing the hands. We're coming into standing. But we're coming into a squat first. So move yourself into a squat position. Could look like this. You know, freezing Sunday morning. Or it could like this. Just feeling into it. Take the responsibility for your practice. Know and feel into your strengths, your limitations. Allow yourself to hang forward now. You can toe heel your feet together and then slowly curling up. Beautiful. Nice. Nice and slow. Excellent. We're going to take the feet wide. We're just going to do a little energy release because we need to move. We're bringing our arms up. Inhale. Bringing the hips forward, leaning back a little, and on our exhale, we're bringing the hands to the side, swinging forward like this. Inhale, coming up. Exhale forward. You can exhale through your mouth, let the stale air go, let everything be released from this week. It's been another massive week for most of us, for everyone, uncertain times. Beautiful. Maybe even leaning further back on your inhale. Drawing from your belly, bend your knees. Protect your lower back. Bend as deeply as you feel is appropriate this morning. Make noise. Let that stale air go. Good. Maybe you know exactly what you want to let go of. Maybe just by listening to the intention, that's enough. Beautiful. Few more. And you can do this every morning, preferably even outside. Helen, you can do that on your walk down the beach. You just pause for a moment. I think we're still allowed to pause for a few rounds of breathing. Good. And then releasing. And then we're coming into this position here, just slightly bending the knees and then swiveling the upper body and the arms around you. Give yourself a hug. Is it still politically correct to even mention the word hug? I don't know. So inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Turn your head, turn your full spine, but make sure you're soft in your knees. Beautiful. Wake up, warm up. Find a way to just connect to your body. Beautiful. Good. Slowing down. Give yourself a little corona hug here. So crossing at the heart. Protect the heart. And then we're going to come into a circle from our upper body. So we want to rotate and open the upper body, the upper thoracic spine. So we're leaning over to the right. Let's make it the right. And then we're leaning forward with the elbows, with the chest, not with the full upper body. We're coming forward. We're coming over to the left. Side bend, and then we're leaning back a little. Leaning back a little. Let your eye gaze go up to the ceiling and behind you. Be slow. Let your eye gaze lead. Now we're going to the side again. We're coming forward. So this is about from diaphragm to the shoulders. Beautiful. Now we've done twice in this direction. Now we do the other side. So left, forwards. As if you want to just give yourself a little tiny hug here. Beautiful. Let the head roll with it if this is okay for your neck. Otherwise, you just keep the head still and then changing direction again. Beautiful. Feel this. Feel this. Oh, nice. That upper thoracic, that often gets so stiff, even more so when we sit more, when we slouch more, when we have the opportunity to kind of be inactive. May not be our choice. Beautiful. Now, 2 conscious rounds where you actually engage the neck as well. So forwards with the chin, like windscreen wipers, over to the side, like ear to shoulder, back behind you, feel into it. Then it's an ear to shoulder again and a coming forward, and then we change sides. So now it's that upper chest plus the head and neck. Let me see. Make this feel good. Feel into your body. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. You can hug yourself a little tighter if you like. Beautiful. Nice. And then we take this a little lower in the body. Change the hug. Change the cross. Bit lower in the body. So we want to do the circular movement here. Okay, let's feel into this. It's more of a side bend. It's now more of a forward bend. It's like you want to feel your belly button squeezing in. And then it's more of a side bend, more of a back bend. Beautiful. Still taking the eye gaze into the equation. Be soft in your knees. It's not a full Uttanasana. It's sort of just segmenting the spine in a different way. And then over to the other side. Of course, if you're a bit more Speedy Gonzalez, naturally you can do this a little faster. But feel into this. You know, the lower segment of your spine is what we want to now. Beautiful. Let me scroll along. Nice. Make sure you change directions as well. Make sure you breathe. Oh, beautiful. Good. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then slowly releasing, change the hug again. And now we're doing this fully. Full Uttanasana as we come forward. Keep the knees bent. Full side bend. A fuller back bend with the hips forward, the upper body back. Good. Side bending. Forward. Changing direction. Let yourself tangle forward. Draw yourself up. Let the belly lift you. Good. It's not so important what it looks like. It's important what it feels like. Beautiful. Let me see. Good. Each side one more time. Aha, nice. Beautiful. Good, good. And then slowly releasing. Ah, ta-da. One round of embracing of the full moon, because nearly there. Palms up. Inhale. Fingers touch. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Neck, oh, neck is so much freer. We can look up. Inhale here. Exhale, push the wall away. Yeah, this has been in almost each and every practice, because we need to give your shoulder blades, let them hug themselves, draw them in towards the spine. Inhale here, exhale, rounding on the wrist, fingertips curling in. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale, release. Let's come to what you say is the front end of your mat, and we do some sun salutations together. Beautiful. Good. But before that, let's do a little wiggle here. Head wiggles. Shoulders wiggle, chest wiggles, bum wiggles, knees wiggle, and the ankles wiggle. No watching, just wiggle, wiggle and dance. Good. Oh, we should do a body attack class here. All right, salutations. What would you like to salute this morning? Oh, there's so many to choose from. I'm not telling. Okay, releasing the hands. And just notice for a moment, notice your breath. Come back into Ujjayi breath.
Notice how the body is already alive. There's that sense of tingling. There's that sense of aliveness. This is different than if we use the salutations to warm up. There's no right or wrong. If you're a massive salutation fan, then let your day start with a salutation. If you're a bit like me and you're like, oh, sometimes I like to be a little warmed up for salutations and do other movement before. Ujjayi breath to the back of the throat. Open our eyes. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach. Exhale, coming forward, Uttanasana. If you have the space, hands go to the side. Nose to knees, halfway lift. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. An extra breath here for your inhale, high plank. Knees can come down, elbows back to your hips. Slowly lower. Open up, cobra is enough to start with downward facing dog. Beautiful. Step your feet in for 1. Inner smile, outer smile, that's most important. For 2, lifting from your belly, let the spine lengthen. For 3, plant down the palms of the hands, grounding down. Beautiful. For 4, upper arms rolling outwards or triceps coming in towards each other, head is hanging. And 5, inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, look between the hands, step, walk or jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward. Strong legs, come all the way up. You can bend your knees. This is when the inhale finishes. Exhale, release. Samastiti. So samastiti translated into equal balance. Do you give your exhalation as much attention as your inhalation? Yourself, your breath, as much as your physical body. Nice. Feel that prana up, apana downwards. So the inhalation lengthens the front, lifts the energy up, feel it. The exhalation brings the energy down. Kudos to you all for managing all those distractions around you. This is a different surface, a different way of delivering the yoga classes, people around, pets around. Kudos to you. It draws you into your practice more. Really asks of yourself to be that yogi. Shine your light. Release the hands. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, coming forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, come back. High plank, inhale. Knees is an option. Otherwise, full low push-up position, full chaturanga. Open up, don't be in a hurry. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1. You're very welcome to step the feet in still, makes the pose a little easier. For 2, you're also very welcome to come onto your knees, have a little snoozle, or come into child's pose. For 3, don't forget inner smile, outer smile. For 4, just feel your whole body alive, but your head is soft. And 5, inhale, tippy toes, exhale, come forward. Look where you would like to land. Halfway lift, open the heart. Exhale, fold. Strong legs, come up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. 3rd round, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Let me see. Exhale, coming forward. Halfway lift, shine your heart open. Exhale, down dog. High plank, inhale, chaturanga. Open up, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, beautiful, beautiful. See if you can bring your heels just a smidgen wider than the toes and notice if that feels good to you. Let's work on upper arms rolling outwards, or maybe triceps. That's the back of the arms rolling in. Nice. That's it. That's it, Jerry. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. And feel it. Don't just take my word for it. Feel that makes space for your back. Nice, Emily. Good. Good, Kath. Last exhale here. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we're coming into chair pose. Beautiful chair pose. Yes. Just pretending to sit down. But this is massive. Bring your belly in. And let's have a few wiggles here. So sticking the buttocks out as if this was a back bend. And then drawing the buttocks under. Oh, nice. Let's do that a few more times. No one can see. Good. Good. And then coming into full chair pose, we're flowing through. Inhale here, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, back down dog. High plank, inhale. If you do full chaturanga, make sure you're still in a plank pose. No dipping down. Open up, inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog.
We're not staying in this down dog. Nope. We're going to go into three-legged dog. Three-legged dog, right heel up, inhale. Exhale, bend at the knee, bend at the hip. Look through your right armpit area. Inhale here, exhale. If we can fold into a wild thing. So your right leg comes behind you, you swivel on your left ball of the foot, you bring your right arm up, reach back behind you, lift your hips. May have taken you by surprise, you may end up on the sofa or somewhere else, and then let's come back, downward facing dog. Be playful. Nice, down dog. If you need a rest, you come out. Beautiful, catch your breath, Ujjayi breath. Seeing if you have enough space to do this on the other side. Three-legged dog on the left, inhale, exhale, taking the dog to the bushes. And then you just swivel and pivot on the right ball of the foot. Be brave, sink that left leg behind you, lift the left arm up. Have a little wiggle, inhale, exhale, coming back. Nice, just walk the dog out, let it go. Let it go, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths, beautiful, let me see. Yeah, we're still in down dog. Yeah, negotiating the pets and the other people in the household. Last exhale, inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold and chair pose again. Inhale. We're bringing the hands behind. Reverse Namaste in chair pose if you can. If not, hold your elbows. Aha, beautiful. Let's see if we can bounce a little and then we lift the right knee up to the chest. Hang on, I'm going to do prayer hands. And exhale, we're going to fold into warrior 3. So we're going to fold into the back legs straight. The torso becomes parallel towards the floor. And we're in a beautiful T shape, hopefully. Inhale here, exhale, settle back into your chair pose. Beautiful. Lift the chest, tuck the tailbone. Inner smile, outer smile. I'm just changing sides here. Inhale here, exhale. Lift the left knee to the chest and bring it back. Challenge your balance this morning. Beautiful. Core strength, both legs straight if you can. Good, Kathy. Inhale here. Exhale back into your chair pose. Good. Releasing the hands. Inhale, come up. Urdhva Hastasana. We're flowing through. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, back down dog. High plank, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Chaturanga, and then staying in either your cobra or your upward facing dog. If you're in upward facing dog and you don't normally tuck your toes under, maybe do that now or untuck them. Shoulders back, heart forward. Now let's come into downward facing dog. Let's come into tabletop position. A little rest. Exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, looking up. Oh, doing and talking is exhausting. Good. Now, let's choose where do you want to start the movement from? Top of the head or tailbone? Choose and then let the spine curl from one end to the other. Good. Nice. Let's come into neutral. Just a tabletop. Have a little look or come with me. Extend the left leg back. Or just, yeah, I'll do the left, so I'll say left. Good. And then bend at the knee. Lift the knee up and see if you can still look forward or to the side so you can see your screen and bring it back behind you. Aim for that. Be safe though in your belly. This is a little strong for the hips perhaps. Good. Good. How far could you go with not taking the hand off? Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale, release. Other side. I'm not changing position, just changing legs. Right leg. Bend at the knee. Lift the knee up. And then see if you can come into that rotation. Where you want to have that knee, I'll show you. You want to have it lifted and bring it back. And maybe the foot can tap down. How far can you rotate? What's possible? The aim is to keep the hip lifted, keep the knee lifted, keep the hip open, and come into that
Ooh, beautiful rotation. Aha. Okay, all good. Let's come back into downward facing dog. Brilliant. So now we have the ability to actually feel into a twisted downward facing dog. Left hand reaches through underneath to hold your right ankle, or maybe just your thigh, depending on where you're at in your practice. Peekaboo, you can look now through your right armpit area. If your shoulder is a little challenged here, come out. But if you can, stay here. Good. Now the twist, where is the twist more? The twist is more in the thoracic, whereas before it was more the lower spine. Inhale here, exhale, release. Other side. If you need a pause, have a pause. We'll keep it moving this morning. We'll just have an hour. Good. Other side now. How far can you come into that twist? How solid can you be? Stay where you are in your downward facing dog. So everything that's touching the floor is grounding down. Everything else is lifting up. Beautiful twist, I have to say. Beautiful. Good. Back into downward facing dog. We're treating this as if it was a salutation. Last exhale here. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step the jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And we're staying in Uttanasana. So there is some intensity. I want you to bring your hands next to your feet in that direction. Good. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Draw in from your belly. Bring nose to knees. Beautiful. And then just dangle. So this is different. You can toe heel your feet apart. Sort of a dangling forward bend. And one with engagement. Beautiful. Slowly releasing the hands. Slowly curling up. Vertebra by vertebra. And exhale at the top. Well done. Let's come into goddess pose. So you can step in a flow, we would say. Step your feet nicely. Step the left leg out, the right leg out, but we just need to make do with our environment. Yeah. So what's this? A bit wider than a Trikonasana. Knees travel towards the toes. Just find a comfortable stand. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Bit of Zumba shoulders. Here we go. Good, Anita. Coming into goddess arms, cactus arms. Okay. And remember the feeling of our chair pose before when we had those pelvic tilts. I want that tailbone to be tucked under. Yeah, so this position. So you're solid. So you could go, this is good. We're going side bending though. Inhale here, exhale to the left. I could mirror you. Where's your left? Yeah, I know, I'm going to the right, but it's your left. Anyway, beautiful. Inhale coming up, exhale over to the other side. Now that was fairly easeful. Coming back up again. Seeing if we can do this with reverse namaste. Prayer hands behind your back. Lift and lengthen, inhale, exhale to one side. Good. So we're actually pushing the shoulder blades down the back, and we're having some weight still going out to the opposing knee and the opposing heel and the opposing thigh, where we're moving away from. Good. Can we side bend a little more? We're still in that squat position. Inhale coming up, exhale over to the other side. Let the thighs do the work. Lift from your pelvic floor. So Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha is engaged. Beautiful. Where's your breath? Good. And then inhale here, exhale, release. Have a little wiggle. We're going to come into our star pose. So you can keep your feet hip distance apart, or the way you've got them. Inhale here, and then exhale into this position. Inhale, straighten. Exhale into that goddess pose. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess. If you want to make this a little bit more useful, really feel your thighs and your buttocks engaged as you actually sink down and as you come up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Let's work with the heart here. I'll show you from behind. We want to bring the elbows back behind us to open the chest here. Inhale, exhale, not just out to the side. Good. Inhale, straighten, exhale, behind. Good. 5 more if you can. Ujjayi breath, you can make noise. Good. Is that 5? Anyone counting? Camille, but can't. And then slowly release. Dangle yourself forward. Good. But this is now Prasarita Padottanasana, so your feet are hip distance apart or parallel towards each other. Right hand comes to the floor in front of you and the left arm reaches up. We're going to come into a twist. Oh, but your legs are on fire, so you have hardly any weight on your supporting hand because your legs have got you. If your shoulder is tender, just leave that top arm out or bend it and bring it behind you. Beautiful twist. Let me see. So feel into Ujjayi breath, feel into the strength of the legs. You want to still find length in the spine and the twist. Nice, Julie. Oh, beautiful. One. Excellent. Keep breathing. You got this. You got this. And this is how time passes. One breath at a time. Excellent positions. Oh, there's Sokilala. Right. Oh, Cassandra, you found it. Good. And then inhale here, exhale, just dangling forward. Beautiful. Nice. Perhaps you could take your, Alistair, you could take your feet a little wider. Left arm to the front. Notice that alignment. I wasn't so keen on it, but now it makes sense. Shoulders and wrists. Lengthen the spine over to the other side. Beautiful. And then notice what you prefer. Do you prefer the flow where there's one after the other? Do you find a still position more challenging? Where does your mind wander to? Bring it back to present moment. We're getting too overwhelmed otherwise. In these times of uncertainty, with just one breath at a time, really 1 hour, 1 day at a time. And let's face it, let's come forward. Then go forward, walking forward. Yeah, coming into this sense of pyramid pose, walking forward all the way, and then you fire up your legs, your bandhas, pelvic floor, toilet muscle, and you lift up. So you will only ever come as far forward as you could still lift. Shoulders away from the ears, just a little lift. Beautiful. Thighs. Inner smile, outer smile. Exhale, release, interlace your hands behind your back. Bring your arms overhead. Prasarita Padottanasana, C. Is it C? Yes, it is C. Arms overhead. So the energy moves. Inhale, the arms come overhead. Exhale, you're grounding down into your feet. Feel the outside edges of your feet. Feel your heels. Feel your legs come to life. Grounding down. If we're not grounded, just in our head going, oh my goodness, how long is this going to last? Going to be too much for our nervous system. Grounding down and one breath at a time is all we can do. Last exhale here, and then strong legs, look forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Ta-da, and exhale at the top. Oh, we said an hour. How can anyone ever put a yoga practice in an hour? Let's toil your feet together. Oh, well done. Let's come into Samasthiti here. Nice. And just close down your eyes. Doesn't matter which way you face. I'm not demonstrating anything. You're not missing out. You don't need to see. Feel. Feel your breath. Feel your heart rate perhaps lifted. Make this your meditation. See if you can just focus on your heartbeat. And notice how naturally your heart knows what to do. The heart rate slows. The breath slows. If we stand back and we simply become the observer. Life will regulate itself. Your nervous system will regulate itself. But I was going to say, maybe it's a fallacy. We tricked ourselves into thinking we had control, but you don't really have control. It's all about our sense of perspective and our sense of coming back to present moment. That's always just one breath at a time. Beautiful practice, yogis. We're going to come to the floor in a moment, but we are going to chant the Om and the closing chanting standing. Let's rise to the challenge. Don't normally do this standing, but why not standing today? If you want to bring up into your mind your intention for today's practice, then do so. Let it resonate throughout your whole body with the chant of the Om. Let's exhale here. Big inhale. We'll do call and response, or you can sing it twice. Loka, loka, samasta, samasta, sukhino bhavantu, sukhino bhavantu. Together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Beautiful. And as we lower the head just to the heart a little, we thank ourselves again for our own ability, our own effort to come to the mat, to do the practice, and to honor it, as I said in the beginning, maybe you've missed it, that it is a sacred practice. It is a gift that we give to ourselves. It is a way to connect mind, body, heart, spirit, soul. It is a practice that gives us a sense of familiarity, a sense of sanity, a sense of, yeah, actually one breath at a time. It's how it goes. So in a moment when we come to the floor, I will talk you through a beautiful guided Shavasana, a full body relaxation. But I do realize that since I said it's an hour, it's a complete practice now. If you have to leave us, I would just like to say thank you. We continue next week. Timetable, I'll send a newsletter out. Hopefully the website will reflect the changes. But I'm going to assume that you're all going to stay. Let's just, if you can, keep your eyes closed. Keep your hands in prayer and maybe just bend your knees. And you can shuffle around on your mat, but I'm just going to bring my right knee down, not opening my eyes, just finding the balance. And then I bend my left knee. I'm just going to come into kneeling. I enjoy a kneeling position. If you want to come to lying down straight away, you can do that. And you're finding your Shavasana. If you need to go, if you can't stay, I would say just take your Shavasana somewhere else or with the camera off, or maybe you want to leave after a couple of minutes. Just make sure that you feel and you understand that Shavasana, relaxation pose, is still an integral part of the practice. So I'm assuming you've all been lying down. If you have props at home, bring some support underneath your knees. It's just easing the lower back a little. Make sure you're warm. You know, I practiced with Ryan at 6 o'clock a few times in the morning. I do this next to my bed, and I just pull my duna down and cover myself for Shavasana. So, you know, do what feels good to you. This is your practice. This is your life. So resting. And how does this feel? Maybe we've just fallen out of bed and now it's rest again. But there's a beautiful quote, sometimes assigned to Jim Rohn. I don't know who originally said it, but that idea of don't quit, learn to rest. I like this. So learn to rest. Learn to come back to present moment. Learn to come back that one breath at a time. Be the observer. Your nervous system can regulate. Just feeling the breath. Now notice that. Notice breath. And allow that image or that feeling of your whole body being filled with energy that comes with the breath. Let your breath be energy. Notice yourself immerse in prana, in energy. Let the breath fill the whole body. You are allowed to feel this good, this relaxed, this connected to your physical body. Beautiful. Allowing yourself to settle into the most comfortable, restful position. And we spoke about this yesterday in class a little. We are still allowed to keep our own inner peace. We're called to do that, so that we can resonate that sense of happiness, that sense of peace, that sense of, yeah, I got it together, for your family, for your community. This doesn't mean we don't have moments where we feel the sadness, the despair, the, I don't want to do this. Both can coexist, but you can always, you're allowed to and you're asked to keep that inner sense of energy, of peace, balance, calm, happiness, that sense of, ah, I'm okay. I'm okay. The outer circumstances will pass. Allow your toes to be relaxed. Allow them to be warm, relaxed. Your heels, notice them perhaps touching the floor. Notice your calves. Send some healing and relaxing energy into your calves and into your shins. Let there be energy, let there be softness. Yeah, notice there's always a smidgen more of relaxation that can be found. Your knee joints. Send the breath, send the energy, send that softness into your knee joints. Move into your thighs, your left thigh, your right thigh, top of the thighs, backs of the thighs. Let there be space. Let there be a big exhale, big sense of space. That's it. Move your awareness into your buttocks. Notice your buttocks becoming soft, relaxed, spacious. They're touching the surface. Let them surrender into the surface of the mat, the floor. Allow your hips to be broad, so the connection between thigh and buttocks. Let there be space. Let there be space in your lower belly. There's a sense of freedom, a sense of spaciousness, a sense of energy that you elicit with your breath into your lower belly. Move your awareness into your, into your mid-belly. At your mid-belly, that whole digestive area, that whole center, let it be soft. Let it relax and surrender. Let there be space. Moving your awareness now into your shoulder blades first, back of the body. Feel your shoulder blades claiming the space on the floor. Let your shoulders relax. Let your chest be broad and completely at ease. Easeful, spacious and relaxed. Heart is soft. That container of infinite love and energy emanating from your heart, radiating out into your whole body. Arms relaxed, fingers at ease. Your whole torso relaxed, your whole upper body, your whole lower body completely at ease. Your throat is relaxed. Your neck is spacious. Jaw is soft. Eyes soft. Forehead broad. The top of the head completely spacious. Relaxed. Your scalp relaxed. There's a sense of expansion within you and surrounding you. There's a sense of peace and a sense of balance within you and immediately surrounding you. You notice that your vibration is different now than to the start of class. You filled your whole body and your outer body with prana, with energy coming from your breath. Just a couple more minutes of complete rest and joy. Allowing yourself to notice the sound of, this is our fire wind chime. You're very welcome to stay where you are. Otherwise, I'm assuming you're staying with me and with the group. And so you slowly just become aware of your breath again. And just feeling into that transition. It's like, oh, notice for a moment. If you're already up, that's fine. But just notice how different or how relaxed, how at ease, how calm you feel internally in your heart space and you feel in your physical body. And then perhaps anchor that feeling. Take a snapshot of what that looks like. You're not in the studio, so you have that snapshot of where you are. And just anchor it where, choose a physical body part, or perhaps choose, where do emotions often register for you? Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel it in your belly? You know. And if you don't, just sort of, explore that over the weekend or over this next week. It's like, oh, if something comes up, like a supportive emotion or an unwanted emotion, where do you feel it? What happens in your physical body? Notice. And then that's where you anchor that good feeling, that sort of shavasana, that Sunday morning, oh, I can hear the rain, I can move my body, it's cozy at home. Anchor that to that body part, anchor that vision, anchor that feeling, anchor the smell in your home, that smell now, that shavasana. It's like, oh, maybe coffee, or feel, maybe you're holding hands with your partner, maybe you feel the kids around, the pets around. Anchor that to your heart, to your belly, where you feel your emotions. And then come back to that feeling, to that smell, to that sound, to that image. Anytime there is an emotion that you feel is not so supportive. When you get into a state, you go, no, 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 I need to get out of this. And so slowly rolling over to the side. Side lying, left or right, you choose. Acknowledge that fetal position. Acknowledge the fact that the fetal position is telling us, aha, this is now a new start, a fresh beginning. You feel it, it's different. Even if you just caught, like Emily was saying yesterday, and Christine, you know, I caught half an hour, make me feel better than no yoga. So, you know, there's energy exchange. Stuck energy has moved. And then slowly, slowly, allow yourself to thank yourself again, remind you of your intention, and find something you're grateful for. And as you express that, you can slowly come up to seated, and I'm slowly opening my eyes. If you have to go, thank you so much for joining me. Otherwise, stay around for a wave or a chat